I feel like I think I should go ahead and um give y'all like a little, a little video on how I trade, what I did to pass my funded account. Basically, um y'all know that I do supply and demand, and people, for the people that know about supply and demand, basically, you can get the general idea of supply and demand, and then you can always tweak it to your own, you know, little way of how you want to trade it, this, that, and the third, right? All right, cool. So if you go back to my, I think my 2 videos ago on my page, I explained who I was studying, things of that nature. I was studying Camilla, Doyle, Juvir, those three main people, and basically, getting information from all those people and trying to critique my, um, strategy, if you will, to where I could, trade in the way that I was trading. So, uh, this is the way that I trade. Um, this is the way that I trade supply and demand. So I start off every time at 8 o'clock in the morning, 8:30, 9 ish, somewhere around that time frame. I get on the chart and I'm on the 15-minute time frame. I usually like to trade gold, so this is where I'm at, right? So on the 15-minute time frame, as you can tell on this 15-minute that we're on a downtrend, we have a high, right? We have this high, and we have a lower high, and then a lower high, right? So as you can see, we have those, and what I like to do, right, is to kind of get a gauge on the center direction of this market. So we see that it is now starting to make, oh, it's starting to consolidate a little bit, right? We just want to wait, look at the structure of the market, see what it's doing. And like a day like this, I wouldn't even be able to trade for me, right? Because on this 15-minute time frame, everything is consolidating, it's choppy. There's no way I could really catch a trade here, right? So in that day, I would try to just move on, get to the next day. Now we're here again, right? We see here that it doesn't go past here, this little zone, and it does create higher highs. So this is what I would do right here in this situation, right? So I'm looking for a buy, right? Because of the fact that here we have a low and a higher, like we have a high and a higher high, right? And it doesn't want to get past this zone. So I am going to be looking for buys, right? So this is what I'm doing for my zone. I'm going to go mark out the lowest, or the swing low for the red candle, right? The red candle swing low. That is my zone right here, right? So then after I mark up my zone for the 15-minute time frame, right here, I'm going down to the 5 minute, right? I'm going down to the 5 minute for my entry, and this would probably be a trade that I will buy into, right? So let's say I didn't see this candlestick right here, right? So let me show you this, right? Let me show you this. So in this situation, right, on the 15-minute, you see that right here, this particular candlestick is wicking into the zone, which is what you want to see, right? For anybody that's trading supply and demand, you want to see your candlestick wick, not enter, like not the body in the zone, but wick into the zone. You want that candlestick to wick into the zone. So for the 15-minute to particularly just do that, lets you know that it's going to be a plus trade, right? A plus trade. So let's say now what we can do in this position, in this situation, right? We could go for an aggressive entry, right? We can go for a entry on going past that previous candlestick, right? Or we can wait for a close of the next candlestick, depending on what it looks like, right? So let's look at the candlestick. Okay, cool. This is the candlestick that we get. So I would want to buy, right? This is what I would do. I would want to buy in this situation. I will go here, and then you see where it says stop, right? This is my point system. I will go all the way down. Usually I go for a 10 or the largest I will go, right? Because since I don't like drawing my zone out all the way to the bottom of the zone if it's too large for me. So I usually do a 10.5 is the most, right? 10.5 is the most that I will ever do, right? And I will go for a 1-to-1. I will go for 1-to-1 for my trade, right? And sometimes I might go for a 2-to-1, depending on what it just looks like, what the market just looks like for that day, right? So this is what I would do. I'll mark up my 1-to-1 and I'll go all the way down to my 2, right? Just so I can have a 2-to-1 ratio, right? And I would draw, right? I would pull out my stop loss to be here, right? And what I would do is put my TP here, right? And I will confirm, right? So, and besides, my stop loss kind of lines up with the lowest swing low right here, but before this actual zone in the first place, because I want to give myself some breathing room for error just in case, because sometimes you might have a drawdown, you might have a crazy amount of drawdown where it almost taps your SL, right? So now that we have everything set up, right? We have everything set up to enter in on this trade. So now what we do is we see what happens. Boom. Now, when it hits my 1-to-1, what I like to do is I will either trend, right? I would trail the trade, or I would just do a break even. And in this situation, I'm going to do a break even for right now, right? I'll do a break even, watch it kind of go, and then boom, I'll hit my TP, right? And that's just the type of trade that I always do, right? That is my particular A+ setup every time. And this is how I won my funded account in the first place. And as you can tell, as you can see on the 15-minute, right? Like I said, you want that candlestick to wick. That just lets you know that is a A+ setup, right? That is an A+ setup. And as you can tell, in a span of not even an hour, right? We have 15, 30, 45. In 45 minutes, that's $4,000. Right? That's the type of trades that I take it, man. These are the type of trades that I like to do every time. And like I said, bro, I'm not the best trader in the world. I'm trying to make sure that, my win percentage just goes all the way up and up and up, and I'm trying to get better at this, and this is what I do. So back testing is something that you guys need to do. I'm showing y'all right here that this is a crazy amount of back testing that I've been doing. I've been practicing for so long, and I'm trying to show y'all that me being in this position is possible. Like it's possible for y'all too. So, and I'm just a beginner showing y'all. I'm just giving y'all the props right now, right? So y'all are joining me along the process. And yeah, man, this is supply and demand. Let me not yap up too long about that shit. So that's supply and demand. That's how I trade supply and demand. There's other ways that you can trade supply and demand. Like with Camilla, she does everything on a 5-minute time frame. She might go for 15 and look at the hourly sometimes here and there, this, that, and the third. I'm not particularly too sure. Don't quote me on that, but from what I've studied and what I've seen, she mostly is just on the 5-minute time frame, and she'll catch those really quick trades there. But me, this is the type of pace that I fuck with the most. So every 15 minutes, I'm just looking, checking the charts, trying to see if I can catch a trade, looking at everything, and basically that's how I trade, bro. That's basically what I do. But yeah, but if y'all enjoyed this little quick video, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe, make sure y'all share to the people out there that wants to get this knowledge, man. And make sure y'all subscribe and continue with the journey with me, bro, so y'all can just gain the knowledge as much as I'm gaining at the same time, bro. And other than that, I really hope y'all have a good day. I love y'all. Y'all stay blessed out here. Stay safe. Peace.